Is it on, Rita? Yes? Okay. All right, I want to put my camera down a little bit. All right, everybody, let's begin class with our salute. Uh-oh, I just lost something. Hold on. All right. All right, I'll just go like this. We'll begin with our salute. Feet together. Make your fist and cover it. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to our class today. All right, so today we will be continuing much of the work we did last week, where we started learning, well, we learned the previous week brush knee, left brush knee, and lute. And what we do today is we take those and we expand on them into a sequence that does some repetition. But before we do that, we are going to warm up today. And we're going to start with our body, warming up some of our joints and ligaments. So I'm going to stand very comfortably with my feet shoulder width or so apart. And I'm going to have my head up and my shoulders down. And this is going to remind me that during Tai Chi, I lift my head, but the rest of my body drops down. So let's start with our neck and our head. With the whole body being still, I'm just going to turn my head and neck to the right. I'm mirroring you. Come center and turn left. And be appreciative of that joint that's moving. And come center. Let's do it one more time and we'll follow with our gaze. Remember to look out over the horizon. We're never looking down because we want to look out in case there's an opponent. So turn right, looking, following with your eyes. Come back to center, look out over the horizon and left. And then come back to center. All right, we'll go to our shoulders. Now remember in Tai Chi, when we are practicing our Tai Chi, our goal is to keep our shoulders down rather than elevated because we want our energy to sink down. So when we do this exercise, we can notice the difference. I'm going to start with my right shoulder. I bring it up. Then I roll it back and it comes down. Left shoulder up, roll it back and come down. Again, right shoulder up, roll it back, and when it's down, that's going to be your correct position. Up, back, and down. All right? So those are our shoulders, and in Tai Chi, we keep our shoulders down. All right? Let's go ahead, and we're going to do with our hands. I'm going to hold my hands out straight, and I want to do my wrists. So for my wrists, I keep my fingers extended. Remember our Tai Chi palms? Our palms have a nice inside curl, but my fingers are extended like fresh flowers. I don't let them droop. That's our wilted flower, right? We keep them open. So for my wrist, I'm going to circle out, bend down at the wrist, fingers are extended, and come up. Circle, and they rotate out. And down, and they come up, and now I see my palms. Now I'm going to go downward. I see my palms, they're behind, and now they come up and rotate forward. Okay, circle at the wrist. Circle. Those are our wrists, and we need those joints to be working well because we have seated wrists in Tai Chi. Remember, when we strike, we have a bend when we strike. When we push, like in the move push, we have a bend, right? We don't have these flat wrists except in some transitions. So we want our wrists to be supple. Our hips. So I'm going to stand and I'm going to circle my hips. So my hip goes to the right, then it goes back to the left and forward. Again, to the right, back, and forward. Let's go in the other direction. First, go to the left, back, and to the right and forward. And I'm letting my body follow along with it. All right. In Tai Chi, our hips, we want our hips to be level. And what that means is we have a middle of our body when we have our feet equal, and we have a middle of our body. And so our hips are aligned with our shoulders. If my hips are not level, one might poke out like that. or poke out like that. But I want it to be, if I'm bending a little, it's like I'm sitting down on a bench, so I'm sitting evenly. So we want to remember about our hips. We're going to look at that today in some of our moves. All right? Let's look at our ankles. Our ankles hold us up, right? So I'm going to stand on my left leg. If you need any support, feel free to touch something. I put my toe out in front of me. I bend the toe back towards me, and that flexes the foot. It puts the heel, you can put the heel down. Point the toe, flex it, point it, and flex it. And then we can circle the toe. This is just making sure our ankle is loose, and then circle in the other direction. And we want our ankles, the joints, tendons, ligaments, all to be loose, to be safe. Stand on the right leg, point the left. I'm going to point, then I bring the toe in to flex it, point, flex. You can put the heel down or not, point, and flex. Standing on the right leg, it holds my weight, and I circle the toe. And then I circle in the other direction. And if that balance is difficult for you, just touch something while you're doing it. Because I put all my weight on the one side, like the right, it allows me to move the other foot, right? We practice that. When we have to move that foot, we have to shift our weight. All right. We're going to go and review some things about the middle body. So we did the hips, but we didn't really talk about the middle of the body. We have this middle of our body that separates the lower body from the upper body, and it is connected to this point in our lower lumbar spine that is called the waist in Chinese culture and medicine. And when we are moving our middle body or our waist, the upper body, the torso can move, but the hips can stay stable. So I'm going to actually bend my knees a little bit so I don't twist anything. And I'm going to twist left to right, just twisting that middle body. And feel your shoulders moving, but your torso as well. Feel that twist. All right, that's reminding us that we have moves where we turn that upper body without as much on the lower body. Okay, now let's review the idea that our arms are connected to this upper body. So I'll put my arms out in front, and if I twist to the left, my arms change with it. And then I can turn back to center. Twist to the right, feel your arms move, and come back to center. Twist left, and come back, and twist right, and come back. So whenever we want our arms to be doing things, our torso is moving, and that's what creates the moving. We're not really just moving our arms about. We're all connected because Tai Chi is whole body. Everything's connected. So my wrist is connected to my elbow, is connected to my shoulder, and then this whole is connected to my torso, right? So that allows it to move. So the next thing we're going to review before we start last week's move is we're going to take a look at our bow step. So let's go ahead and just go into a right bow step. Put your right foot forward and your left foot back at 45 degrees. Make sure you have space in between. By now this should be sounding pretty familiar that you have that space. You're bent in the front knee, but the knee does not go really far forward like that. That's way too far. It's just near your arch, and the front leg, lower limb is fairly vertical, all right? So we're in this step. My torso is turned to the corner. Let's just review for a minute, shifting back. When I shift my weight back, I push with the front leg into the back, sit back, and my torso turns a little more front. Now check your left leg here. Is it in line with the foot? If it collapses in, that can hurt you. Now we're going to push from the back into the front and turn, and check to make sure the front knee is in line with the toe rather than collapsed in. Again, shift back and sit back. Now this is your pretty full shift back position. shift forward, and you've got 60% in the front. Well, what I want to review right now, because we need it all the time, but we're going to need it again today, is the idea that you can imagine that this is when we shift smoothly. We don't stop usually, but there is a middle part. So if I'm 60% forward and I move my weight back just a little to where my weight is even on the two legs, I'm going to call that my middle, because I can still go back. I can go back further, okay? Then I can come to middle, equal, and then I can go into the bow step. Now, breaking it up like this isn't what we do in the real moves, but we need to know where that place is. Let me go to the side so you can also see this. I'm in a bow step. I'm 60% forward. I'm going to shift back just to middle. See how I'm now more straight here? And then I can shift forward. Or I can shift to middle and then go all the way back. Then come to middle and go forward. We need to know where that middle place is. And you might say, well, why do we need to know that? We need to know it because in some moves, we don't need to go all the way back. When I go all the way back, I get a lot of freedom with this foot, but maybe I don't need to pick it up. Maybe I'm just going to come back and do a little turn, in which case I don't need to be shifted all the way back. And that's what we'll be doing today, right? So that's just to remind us, we've already talked about this with single whip, because when I come into single whip from push and I come around and I'm here, I pick up my foot, I step with the heel, right? I'm back, my weight's back. I move to middle as I rotate, and then I strike and bend my knee. I have to parcel out the move. So you're using that already, but we're going to be thinking about it quite a bit more today, okay? All right, are there any questions about what we did with that middle portion of the shift back? Because I'm going to be referring to it later. Any questions about that? Okay, all right, let's go back and we're going to start our form after the white crane. We're just going to start with the two moves that we've been working on. So you remember we did after white crane, we do left brush knee and hamstrung salute. We're going to practice those a little. We'll review the lute, which was new last week, but they really go together, so we want to practice them a lot together. For this portion, I am going to mirror you. So I'm facing you. So if you're brand new and it helps you to see which side you're matching me on, you'll be able to do this. So the normal white crane for you is you've got to have your right arm up overhead. This band means this corresponds to your right arm. And I've got my back foot at 45 degrees. I'm in an empty stance. Remember, that means there's a center line and I'm on two sides of it. Be careful, this is crossing, right? I hit myself. You have to have a little space there, and you're on the ball of the foot. The right hand's overhead, and the left is pushing down. You've got 30% in the front. We're going to go to left brush knee. I rotate right, look at my palm, rotate left palm to the side. Push back, left up, right down, swing right to the corner as you step with the heel. Now from here, left arm forward, right arm in. Oh, I'm in the middle. And now I'm forward in my strike and my torso is square. Hamstrung salute. I yield forward with my right hand and I step in with the foot part way, just a little bit. I come back, bend right, turn left, push back on the ball, change the left foot to the heel, and then rock 30%. Lift left arm up, right arm down a little, and you are in your final posture. Empty stance on the heel. Your arms are in the center of your body, like where your nose is, one on each side. Your right fingers point to middle forearm, and both of them, the palms are angled down. This is an empty stance. All right, let's do that again. We'll do it slowly again, then we'll pick it up a little bit. But if you're new, just try to stay with me in following each piece of it. So, White crane. Your left foot forward, right arm up. Empty stance. Left brush knee, rotate left, see your palm. Rotate right palm to the side, left arm down, right arm up. Now swing left, press right, step when they get there. Move forward onto your foot as you come forward, then strike, turn torso square. Hamstrung Salute. Yield forward, reaching out, shake someone's hand, step in. Come back, bend right arm, push back with the left ball, turn left hand to the side, change to the heel, and now rock 30% left up, right down. And this is the mirror image of raise hand, step forward. Okay, mirror image of that. All right, let's do that one more time, and then I'll see what questions you might have. Then we will review the Hamstrung Salute, but this is just to remind us of where we are in this move. Okay, right foot back, left foot forward, get your empty stance. Remember, 70% of your weight is in the back. This back knee must be in line with the foot. Don't want to hurt. You have to have the claw open, the crotch area is open. Right arm up, left arm down. Left brush knee. Rotate right, see your palm. Pull it down, left is rotated, left up, right down. Swing to the corner when you get there, step with the heel. As you move, left arm sweeps forward, right arm to shoulder, turn square, bend, and strike with the right hand. Hamstrung Salute. Yield forward, reach out, shake someone's hand. Step in, touch with the toe. As you push back with the left ball, bend right arm, rotate left palm to side. Touch with the heel, left up, right down. And when you finish, right fingertips point to left forearm. Okay, so we're going to review Hamstrung Salute. Are there any questions about going from white crane to left brush knee before we review the lute? Any questions? Yes, Maria, did you have a question? No? Okay. Any other questions? Okay, let's go ahead and talk about this lute. All right, so I've done a left brush knee, meaning I've got my left foot forward and I'm in a bow stance. Now, if you get confused today, we're going to be doing left and right brush knees. We're going back and forth. Whatever the name of the move is, that leg is forward. So a left brush knee, this corresponds to your left leg, right? This is forward. And then the opposite arm. I'm pushing left and striking right. All right? So let's review the footwork for Hamstrung Salute, in case any piece of this needs to be refreshed. So I'm in my bow step. I'm going to an empty stance, and first I'm going to move myself forward, which is a little different than what we've done before. I move forward, my back heel comes up. My weight's more on my left. I can pick up that right foot and step half in, the toe down, but not crossing. I push back on the ball of my left foot, sitting back 70%, and I put the heel on the ground and rock 30%, but I keep most of my weight back in the empty stance. So when you do this, if you find yourself going forward like this, that's too much. That's like moving almost to a bow step. You stay back and just get that heel down, heel down. The toes are not flat on the floor, but you don't have to hold them up. Heel down. So that's very important to keep enough weight back. All right? So let's go ahead and use that with the arm. So we're in a left brush knee. The upper body, we'll review this. Left brush knee. So when I move forward, what is happening is someone's grabbing me by my wrist area, my arm. They're yanking me forward. So I do not resist. That's not characteristic of Tai Chi. I yield to them. And what that means is it's like I'm letting them pull me forward. My back heels up. Now, I bring that toe in. I'm just doing the right arm here. I'm going to push back with the ball and bend as I turn my torso. My torso has turned to the right. Now I touch with the heel, and this right arm's gonna kind of go downward a little bit. Well, I do my 30%, but my torso stays to the corner. All right? Let's do it again, and we'll add this other arm. This is our review. Okay, first someone grabs me. I yield forward. I bring that foot in because that's going to allow me to come back from my empty stance. I push with the left ball, bend right, rotate left, palm to the side, turn your torso to the corner. Change to the heel and then lift left, push right, and you're on 30% of your heel, but you still have 70% in the back. All right, one more time, then we'll put them together again before we go on. From our left brush knee, Hamstrung Salute, yield forward, shake hands, step in, push back, left ball, bend right arm, rotate left. Touch with the heel, rock 30%, lift left, press down right. And there you are, Hamstrung Salute. Now, just to remind you, this is about playing a lute, and you're going up and down. And my husband, who hears these classes, thought it was Ham's Salute, but it's Hamstrung Salute. It's not Hamstrung Salute. Hamstrungs, and this is our lute. Okay, this is our lute. Right. Let's do those two together, and then we will go on from here. So we are in our white crane position. Right arm up, left down. Empty stance, ball of the foot. Left brush knee, rotate right, see your palm, rotate left. Right arm down, left up as you push back. Swing when you get to the corner, step with the heel. Sweep forward, right arm in, you're in the middle. Turn square, strike, bend knee. Hamstrung Salute, yield forward, step in. Push back on the ball, bend right, rotate left. Turn torso to right, heel touch, lift as you rock 30%, and torso stays turned to the right, but you're still looking forward. Okay, so let me come closer so I can see a little better, but let's see how people are doing, and how are people doing today? Hi, Yukiko, hello. Good, okay, so where do we go from here? Well, this sequence has quite a few moves in it, but it's much repetition, much repetition. So the difference is that now when we move to new moves, you know, every time you go to a move, you are starting from the end of the last posture. So when we go to left brush knee here, we're starting from white crane, left brush knee. But now we're going to be in a different starting posture because we've done different moves. So we have to learn how to get into the new moves, and these are transition moves that help us get there. So the first thing is, after we do Hamstrung Salute, I'm here, we have to get to left brush knee, but we're in a different starting position. So what's going to happen is we're going to really try to make this right hand do what the other hand did, even though it's lower. So let me show it to you, and then we'll break it down. So I'm here I'm still mirroring you. I'm here at the end of lute. I rotate, rock, back, swing, step. See this? You recognize this, right? This part is exactly the same. Exactly the same. I'm just getting there differently. In white crane, my arm was here, and I rotated, pull, I swing. But now my hand is here, and I'm going to simply rotate it so I see my palm. Then I can swing and turn to the corner. Same thing, exactly the same thing. All right? Let's just do for a minute with our arms. Put your arms in front of you. And now, rotate right. Do you see your palm? Okay. Now, the right palm swings down, left comes over, swing right, press left, just the way you did with the others as you turn. That's what it's going to be. This is different. I'll go through the footwork in a minute, but this is what's very different. Just getting into it like this. Let's do that again. You've got your arms in front of you. The left is a little higher. Remember that when the arm rotates, the body's a little bit starting to turn. Rotate, look at your left palm. Swing down with the left, a little up with the right. Swing to the corner, press, 2 arms are there. And then when you get there, you will be stepping. So let's take a look at what happens here. I've just finished Hamstrung Salute, and I have an empty stance with the heel on the floor. All right? Remember, has to be the full heel. So all I'm going to be doing is going from here to a bow step. And so I'm going to be having to lift this left leg. Remember, I've got weight on it now, so I have to get rid of the weight. I'm going to shift back. I'll pick up the foot and step wide enough for a bow step with the heel, and then move forward into the bow step. Pretty basic, right? All we're doing is moving from that empty stance to the bow step, but you need to get rid of the weight so you can pick up the leg. Again, empty stance. I have to rock back, pick up the foot, and step. And finish. All right, let's put those together. Because once you get to the corner with your arms and you've stepped, it's exactly the same. You sweep forward with the left, in with the right, to the shoulder, and then you turn square. It's exactly the same as what you already know how to do. All right, I'm mirroring you, okay, from here. So I want you to turn, rotate that arm, and see your palm. Rock back, swing right, lift and press, step out, bow step. Or your 2 arms to the corner. If you have a bow step, heel, move forward, sweep out, right arm in, turn square, finish your bow step and strike. Okay. That's the transition from Hamstrung Salute to left brush knee. Okay. Let's go ahead and do left brush knee, Hamstrung Salute from white crane. Left brush knee, Hamstrung Salute, and left brush knee transition. Okay, then we'll go on. So from white crane, your left foot's forward, empty stance. 70% back. Right arm up, left down. Left brush knee. Rotate to your palm right. Rotate left. Push back with the ball. Swing to the corner, step out. Sweep forward left, right arm to shoulder. Turn, finish your bow step. Hamstrung Salute. Yield forward, step in. Push back on the ball, bend right, rotate left. Turn your torso right, change to the heel. Bend 30%, or put 30% as arms up. Okay, here comes left brush knee. We're going to rotate, see your right palm. Back, rock back, swing down right, corner swing step. Sweep forward and strike. All right, okay, that's the first transition. Are there any questions about that transition from Hamstrung Salute to left brush knee? Now, in this sequence, there's a lot of transitions, and we go back and forth, and in the beginning, the sequence will seem very confusing because it's all new to you. You might think, well, how do you even know what comes next? But believe me, you will soon, before you know it. I can tell you right now, every time you do Hamstrung Salute, you go back to that left brush knee that we just did. All right. Now, what we need to know is we were in a left brush knee, but we're going to something that's called the right brush knee. It's exactly the same, but on the other side. So we have to learn how we get there. We're going to start with the footwork. Go into your left bow stick. So this is mirroring you. This is your left side. This is my right side, okay? I'm in a bow step. I'm going to, remember in the beginning when we talked about going to the middle? That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to shift my body back, but only to the middle. So I shift back part way. I'm in the middle. Now I'm going to open the foot and the leg comes with it and turn it to the corner, and I get a little torso turn with it. Now my weight is still back, but my foot is fully on the ground, but not bent. I'm going to move my weight forward in the direction of that front leg. And now notice my back heel is up. I'll be able to pick up this foot. And I'm just going to bring it forward and then step with the heel wide enough for a bow step. Heel, ball, toe, bend knee, and I'm back into my brush knee. Only now my right leg is forward. It's a right brush knee. Okay, or right knee brush. You can say it either way. All right, let's do that again. From left brush knee, footwork. Move back to middle. Remember, not all the way. This allows you just enough you can pivot on the heel to open the foot to the corner. Move your weight in the direction of that front leg. Release the back foot. Pick it up, come straight forward, then step wide enough. Heel, ball, toe, bend knee. This is moving from one bow step to the next. Now I'll tell you a little bit, you don't have to worry too much about this now, but I want to show you some things to avoid. When we move from bow step to bow step, there's always a question of what to do with this moving leg, and you're kind of passing through. And when you pass through, basically, I'm coming through a little in. See, I'm back out here. So I'm coming in a little bit and then stepping wide for my bow step. But what you don't need to do, and you don't need to worry to do this or anything, we don't even want you to do it, is you don't need to kind of consciously bring it really close and then step out, like in, out. No, it's really more a natural relaxation of the foot. So I open and I relax that foot enough to bring it forward, but then I have to step out a little bit, heel, ball, toe, to get into my bow step on the right. All right. What we especially don't do, which is a little bit of a hazard that you sometimes see, is you sometimes see people kind of do a circle, but we don't circle. There's no circling. So no circling there. We come in a little bit and then out. Nice. No extra movements there, all right? Okay, let's all do that movement, then I'll show you what's going to happen with our arms. All right, from the left, left. Bow step. Okay, do you have 60% of your weight forward? Remember that if we want to pivot or move this front foot, we've got to change the weight distribution a little bit. And so I'm going to shift just part way back. I'm going to open the left side. I'll move my weight onto the left foot, releasing the back foot. I come through, step wide enough, heel edge, heel, ball, toe, bend knee. Okay, let me show you the whole move and I'll talk you through the arms. All right, so just to let you know, I'm in a left brush knee, right, left brush knee. So, as I shift back to middle, this arm is coming up. Then, I've got to get my mirror ring, sorry. Okay, my mirror ring through, up. I'm a little lost on my mirror ring. Let me do it the correct direction for a moment to make sure I'm correct here. I'm on the left brush knee, up. Okay. I can only do it from the right side, correct side. All right, left brush knee. I'm up. My arms are still in the center, but I've opened up. I move forward, swing, press, step, and I'm into the brush knee. All right, that's what we're going to learn right now, how to do that. All right, so I'm mirroring you still. All right, so let's go to talk about the arms. We have been in a left brush knee, so I've been striking right and pushing. The first thing that happens when I shift back is this left arm lifts up. lifts halfway up, not all the way to the shoulder, just lifts up. Okay? Then this arm is going to, in the same way, rotate so I see the palm. Okay? So it comes up part way, rotates, and I see the palm. But when I do that, this arm does a little bit of closing more to the center. So 2 arms. Lift halfway up. Now rotate left so you see the palm and bring your arms a little bit in to close at more at center. But be careful, don't collapse there. Don't collapse, okay? From here. Lift up, rotate left, see your palm, and close. All right, from here, you know what to do because you've been doing it, even if you just learned it. This left arm will swing back and the right arm will press. Swing to corner, press. Then your left arm comes to shoulder, the right arm sweeps out, turn square, and strike. Right. Once you get to a certain place in these moves, it's the same thing you've been doing before. All right, let's do the arms one more time, then we'll put it with the footwork. All right, so I've been striking, okay? As I shift to middle, this arm comes halfway up. Notice they're still out by my shoulders, okay? Now rotate left and bring your arms a little closer, but keep space under your armpits. Circle down left, lift right, press right, swing left. Left arm into shoulder, sweep, turn square, strike left. All right? Okay, let's go ahead and add the footwork. So we've just done left brush knee. All right, here we go. Left brush knee. 60% forward. You ready? So what happens first? First, I go to middle and lift up my arm halfway. I'm in the middle, I'm not all the way back, I don't need to be. Now when I rotate my left and bring the arm in, that's when I open the foot, pivoting on the heel. Okay, are your arms still in front of you, facing your, like your 12 o'clock, it'll be your 9 o'clock, but facing ahead? As you move weight forward, circle down left and up a little right, then up left, right, press and step when you get to the corner. Now it's brush knee. Move to middle, arm in, sweep, turn square, bend knee, strike. Okay, let's do that again. All right, from left brush knee. Shift back to middle, lift up part way. Right, your arms are still at your shoulder level, shoulder width. As you open the foot, look at your left palm, rotate it, and bring your arms in the middle there in front of you. Move forward, circle down left, press over right, 2 arms to the corner, step with the heel. As you move to middle, arm in, sweep, turn square, strike. All right, that is the transition to right brush knee. Now the good news is, when we go back to left brush knee, it's going to be the same thing, just reversed. Okay, I've got to look at my time here. All right, let's go ahead and accomplish this from getting to right brush knee and then go back. So let's start in our left brush knee, and we'll do it, and then I'll walk you through the other side. It's exactly the same. All right, so left foot forward. All right, we are going to right brush knee. Shift to middle and lift up arm halfway. Open foot, bring your arms close to center. Move forward, swing down, press, step, arm in, sweep, turn, square. All right, now you are striking left. We're going to shift to middle, lift right up halfway, same thing. We're going to be opening the right foot and looking at our right palm and bringing the arms to center. down, press over, swing, step. Sweep and strike. So those are exactly the same. Then we'll be going back to left brush knee, and it'll be just like the transition you did a little bit ago this class, which may already be a little bit out of your head, but we're going to put it all together now, okay, what we've done so far. And then I'll keep you going a little bit because it'll be familiar moves, all right? We'll do it one time this way, and then we're going to go in the correct direction, all right? So let us start from our white crane position, all right? Right arm up, empty stance with the left foot forward. Remember, we're going to get rid of some of this front weight so that we can lift the foot. So as I start to turn, I rotate, see my right palm, rotate left. Push back, down with the right, over with the left, swing, step. Move to middle, sweep, arm in, and strike. Hamstrung Salute. Yield forward and step in. Come back, bend right, rotate left, push with the ball, turn torso, change with heel, rock 30%. Okay, now we're going to go to left brush knee. As I rock back, I see my right palm. Rock back more, swing, press, step, brush knee. We're going to go to right brush knee. I shift back to middle, lift up left hand part way. I open the foot, see my left palm, close my arms. I move forward, swing down left, two arms to the corner, step, arm in, and strike. That was right brush knee. We're going to left brush knee. Shift to middle and lift part way. Open the foot, see your right palm, close your arms. Move forward, swing right, press left, step, sweep, and turn. Okay, and now we're going to do that again. Well, let me see where I am. I am in left brush knee. Oh, hamstrung. Oh, we're going to have to stop. I'm getting to the limits of my mirroring to know exactly where I am. We're going to do this in the correct direction. Then I'll be able to call it and tell you where I am. When I go back and forth, it's a little hard to remember which side I'm really on. All right, we're going to go to the correct direction. I'm facing 9 o'clock because that's where I ended up for my white crane. So it's the same for you. You're not changing what you're doing. It's just going to be that I'm now on my correct footwork. And I'll take you through the sequence, all right? From an empty stance, white crane, your right hand's overhead. Left brush knee, start your turn, rotate, see your palm, rotate left, push back, swing two arms to the corner, they get there, you step with the heel. Move forward, bend, sweep, turn square and strike. Hamstrung Salute, yielding forward. Take that back foot, bring it part way in. Push back on the ball, bend right, rotate left, turn to the right, heel touch, lift left, right, pushes down a little. Left brush knee. We're going to rotate, see the right palm, shift back, swing, press, and step. Arm in, sweep, and strike. Now we're going to right brush knee, shift back to middle. Open the foot, but bring the arms into center. You see your left palm. Move forward, swing left, press right, step, sweep, and strike. We're going back to left brush knee. Shift back to middle, lift your hand. Bring the arms to center, open. Move forward, swing right, press left, step, arm in, and strike. Now, what you're going to do with me is Hamstrung Salute again, exactly the same. Reach forward, let someone shake your hand. Step in, push back, bend right, rotate left, turn your torso. Change to the heel, rock 30%, lift left. Okay, you ready? We're going back to left brush knee. Rotate the right hand, see your palm, shift back, swing to the corner, step, arm in, sweep, turn, and strike. And there you have it. You have now, if you're brand new, you've now officially done the brush knee sequence, and that is the sequence. It takes a while to remember what it is, but you will get it for sure. So let's just stop for a minute, see how people are doing. It's a lot of rights and lefts and backs and forth. So any questions about how you get back and forth in these sequences? I mean, I know you have a lot to learn if you're new, that's okay. But are there any specific questions that you'd like to bring in right now? Okay, rest assured we will be doing more of this. Okay, any questions? All right, let's take a breath. I think that's a lot. I think I was at the end of my brain power for mirroring, so we're gonna practice the correct direction for a while. So let's go ahead. We've got the time. Exactly what I'm hoping for is to start from the beginning so that we can practice through what we've done so far. And you know, I realize we've been working really hard at some new moves. It takes a lot of thinking, a lot of words to try to find where your body is. So as we practice the whole from the beginning, do what you can do and maybe enjoy yourself and think that you're doing Tai Chi. If you're moving, you're doing Tai Chi. Try to move, and what will help you relax is what we were talking about in the beginning with the shoulders, that when we are new at things and we're trying to figure them out, even when we know things, it's easy for our shoulders to creep up. When that happens, it brings a lot of tension to our upper body, and it's very counter to what we want, because we don't want our upper bodies to be the heavy part. We want our lower bodies to be heavy because we want them connected to the ground. So in Tai Chi, we say lower body heavy, upper body light, and middle body flexible, so that we can keep moving the parts, right? And we can move in different directions, which is being agile. So if, because it's so new, especially, you find your shoulders creeping up, it's okay in the middle to stop and let your shoulders come down and take a breath. We want to be breathing naturally, but as much as we can from our abdominal area, rather than bringing it up high, because that's not as comfortable and it won't give you that Tai Chi feeling, all right? So let's go to the beginning. Let's start from the beginning. I'll call you through, do what you can do, and see, it might give you ideas for things you want to ask me about as well, either today or another time. And just to remind you, if you have questions you'd like to ask me that you don't feel comfortable or fitting into class, you're always welcome to ask me to meet with me before or after class. But we're going to start facing our 12 o'clock position. I will be going in the correct position with you. We start from our prepare. Just like when we talked in the beginning, I've got my head up and the rest of my body's hanging down like clothes on a hanger. My hands are at my side and my fingertips are really pointing downward, but it's like they're gonna be touching the seams of my pants, and I have a little space under my armpits. My body is upright, but my knees are not locked. And of course, I've got my shoulder width between my feet. Opening, we rotate and lift our arms up to shoulder level. Now I come down, first my upper arms, then my forearms, then my hands, my wrists, point my fingers forward. Left, ward off. Shift a little left and open to the corner. Move weight to the right. You start your circles, bend both knees. Circle upright, close left, step with the heel. As you move forward, turn and arm up. Please hold there. I must have, for some reason, I had an alarm. I don't know what I was trying to tell myself. But You're turned to your 3 o'clock with your left arm to 3 o'clock, pushing right. Right, ward up. Turn to the right, back a little bit, turning foot in, arm across body. Go left, rotate arm, grab. You're now weight on the left. Arms are open, but now you close and step into a right bow step. Roll back. We turn that upper body, rotating our arms to the corner. And then we come across to the left as we move our weight back, a full shift back. Press. Bring the right arm in. Put your left arm, forearm on it. Push with the back leg into the right, into a bow step again. Open your body square to 3 o'clock. Arms are flat in front of you. Come back. Arms, palms flat. Over the ball. Push with the back leg. Receive it with the right and finish push. You're leaning in the direction of your back leg. Single whip. Back, flatten your hands. Now as you turn, bend the left arm, pivot on the heel as much as you can to the corner, circle. Come back, palms are in front of you. Shift weight to the right, pivot on the ball to the left, make your hook. Lift your ward off, step with the heel. Rotate as you move to middle, strike as you finish. Raise hands, step forward. Shift right, turn left foot in. Shift left, open hook. Circling, you're shifting back, hold your tree, pick up your heel. As you rock forward, turn your torso, arms are in front of you. White crane, you rotate, pull down as you rock back. Circle, as you close your arms, you step to the corner. Shift weight, separate arms, ball touch 30%. Here's our white crane. Left brush knee. Rotate, see your right palm, rotate left, right, down, left up, you push back. Swing to the corner, step. Arm in as you sweep and strike. Hamstrung Salute. Yield forward, shake hands, bring that foot in. Push back on the ball, bend right arm, turn torso, rotate left. Heel touch, rock 30%, lift left, push right. Left, brush knee. We're going to rotate right hand, see arm, see the palm. Push back, swing, step. Arm in, sweep. Now you're in left, brush knee. We're going to go to right, brush knee. Shift to middle, lift left arm just halfway. Now you're going to open that left foot, but bring your arms to center, see your left palm. Move forward, swing left, press, you turn and you're stepping, sweeping and striking. Going back to left brush knee, same way. Shift to middle, lift up halfway. Open the leg and foot, arms to center. Move forward, swing, press, step. Right arm in, left sweep, and strike. Hamstrung Salute. Yield forward and step in. As you push back with the ball, bend the right arm, rotate left, turn torso to the right. Heel touch, rock 30%, keep your torso to the right. We're going back to left brush knee. As we rock back, we rotate right, see your palm. Press left, swing, step, arm in, and strike. And that ends the entire form that you have done so far, finishing with the brush knee sequence. Okay, so let's see where people are. We're just about at the end of our class. Whew, how are you doing? How's everybody doing? Okay, it's a good sequence. What you learn is that every time you do a lute, you go back to brush knee. You kind of have a brush knee sandwich. You do brush knee, lute, brush knee. But it'll become clear to you. All right. Are there any final questions or comments that people would like to make? Anything that you'd like to bring forward? Yes, Nedra?
I still need, when you're turned around and I can't see, I still need you to be looking at us. I still,
Okay. Well, you know what we're gonna be doing is we'll be, before this is all done, we'll be doing review. And I'll think about how I can bridge the problem with that. I haven't practiced that mirroring yet, so I think I have to do that before I can do that with you. But I'll make sure to get that in because you mentioned that was an issue. So what Nedra's talking about is when we're doing the form and we come around like this, then everything I do in front of me is hidden from you. So I'll turn around some of the time and do it. I don't know if it'll be mirrored, but I'll turn around and do it for you, okay? I promise we'll get that in. All right. Thank you, Nedra.
Yeah, and this is Michelle. I realized the reason I'm having trouble with the mirroring stance is because I've never was in the classroom looking in a mirror. So to me, the normal is doing it the normal way.
Right, right. It is, you know, people have very different feelings about it. Some people like mirroring, some don't. But as we were teaching it, I felt that no mirroring for people who were brand new was going to be a little bit challenging. So I decided to bring that in. But
Yeah.
as you know, as we practice, you'll get it all different angles, believe me.
Yeah, because when you turn your back, that when I first started, I remember that was an issue for me because I couldn't see what you were doing.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now I know.
Well, good. That's great. See, Michelle started on Zoom. So she's just like farther along, but she's just like many of you. All right. Well, let's go ahead and close our class with our salute. Thank you, everybody. Wonderful to be here with you today. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Thanks, Judy.
you.
Thank you,
Judy.
Thank you, Rita.
Thanks a lot.
Hey,
Thank you,
Judy,
Judy.
before I lose you,
Yes.
Dave.
Is that Dave? I'm sorry.